Guys, so today I'm going to be talking about something, it's not a try-on or like a review video today. I want to talk about something, about me. So I want to talk about like my life story, basically, is what I want to talk about. So as you may know, I look like this. My neck is a little bit chubbier right here and stuff, and my eye is like a little bit closer and like have a bump right here. So it all started when I was born. I was born July 2nd, 2002. And when I was born, I had a little, it's called, not a malfunction. Like, I was born with something called vascular malformation, which vascular malformation is, they are blood clog vessels, and that can grow in your body. They can grow on your face, your legs, your stomach, your heart, not your heart, your legs, your neck. It could grow anywhere. It's a birthmark or grown blood vessel caused by functional or cosmic problems. Blood vessels appear in the arteries, veins, lymphatics, and blood clots. They usually occur when you're born, and they don't grow as fast, but they grow when you're growing older and older, and when you get old, it just gets worse. They don't go away ever. They just, like, they're there. So when I was born, I had to stay in the hospital for, like, I think a year or something. Somewhere around there, I think. And I think I almost, wait, I don't know if I almost died or I don't know, but so I was born with this. It used to look like a little bit more chubbier. I don't have a picture, but and I was born with a purple lip right here and a purple tongue. And I grew up going to doctors all the time and having surgeries. And sorry. I had to go to the hospital all the time and miss school, and I would always have surgeries. I had to get surgery when I was born. I had to get a trach tube right here so I could breathe, because I couldn't really breathe without having a circle right here. So I always had this little purple thing to help me breathe. And my mom told me that when I was little, I would take it out myself and clean it myself. So, and I always used to go when they took it out. It was open, so I would put my finger on it and go in the pool, because I wanted to do things that kids do. So I would like close it and jump in the pool, and even go to the beach when I wasn't supposed to. But yeah, growing up, I was always in the hospital and missing school. I never had any friends, really. Only one friend in elementary, but that and we went to middle school. And in elementary, I used to get bullied every day. People used to laugh at me, point at me, say mean things to me all the time. And I know this is kind of mean, but actually this one girl, she was making fun of me, and she got on my nerves that I slapped her in the face. Well, I don't really hit people because I don't like hitting people, but I slapped her in the face, and she slapped me back, and I got in trouble. But I told him that I got hit by a pole. So growing up, that was worse. I don't have any friends, don't have anyone. Trying to look for a picture. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna try to get the album. So I have this photo album thing. So that was when I was born. That's how it looked like that. Little chubby purple lip, and I guess I could find one. I always had to be with my mom because she was the one who could take care of me. I'm trying to look for a picture where you can see I had a trach tube in my neck until like I think until I was 12 or 13, somewhere around that age. I had a tube to help me breathe, but they stitched it closed, and I was awake when they stitched it closed, and I could feel everything. So then middle school came. I was that girl in the library all the time. I would color, just sit in there so no one could bug me, make fun of me, or talk to me or anything. I was pretty much like a loner person. Until 8th grade, I met a girl who she would sit at the table in the library where I was. She wanted to talk to me, but I didn't know that. I thought she was going to make fun of me with her friends. So I would get up and leave. I would leave her at the table and walk outside because I was scared that she was going to make fun of me. And so until she switched into my PE class, and she had to sit next to me because we have the same last name. And we started talking, and we became friends. And now I guess she's my best friend, but I had to move to Texas, sadly, for like a year or two, and to a new school with meaner people than the ones most people, my classmates. So I was so scared to go to a new school that I wear this puffy jacket so no one could see my cheeks or anything because I was so embarrassed of how it looked like. And until one time I made friends there. I made friends and they got my back, but I came back to California and there was this one girl who was being mean to me and told people not to sign my yearbook because I was mean. And I felt really bad because I knew I didn't have anyone except for that one friend. And then that's when high school happened. I went to 9th grade. I liked a kid who only liked me because he got played by someone else, so he wanted to make me feel the way he got played. And I was so dumb, and like I liked him so much that I wanted to believe him since I've been little. I always told myself, I try to bring the good out in people and the best and make them laugh and smile, but I can't do it for myself. So, in 9th grade, there was this two awful girls who would bully me all the time. And, when those two girls, I had enough of those two girls, they were bullying me and bullying a girl who I knew who didn't have the same thing as me, but had something that she was kind of born with too, so I didn't want them making fun of her. And they bullied me for stepping up for a person who shouldn't get bullied for anything. And she got mad and called me mean names, and I was just so tired of her doing that. I told my cousin, and she she got beat up. My cousin beat up her and her friend because they were bullying me so bad. And in PE, um some girl threw a basketball in my head and said so I could switch classes, and I told my mom that there was this girl being mean to me, and it was the first week of school. I was getting bullied by a girl. We'll just call her Emma. So I was getting bullied by Emma, and PE she didn't want me there because she said she couldn't bear to stare at my ugly face. So I switched classes and joined this one PE class where I actually made a friend, and girls who actually didn't care how they looked like, but cared more of how I acted towards them. So then people would just keep staring and laughing, talking about me behind my back all through 9th grade. And in middle school, people would complain to teachers and told them they wanted me to sit in the back because they didn't want to look at my ugly face and how I was born. So then in 10th grade, I got new classes. I was still with my best friend. Her name is Laura, but she's still my best friend. And everything was fine. I liked another kid, but it was nothing compared to the one in 9th grade. I didn't get bullied, but I got so stared at, looked at. Even by adults who were already old who would stare at me, even at the store and everywhere I went. So in the 11th grade, I had to get a surgery in the 10th grade, right here. I don't think you can see the scar anymore, or I think you can, but you can't really tell how I have it. It's like right here. It goes from all right here to right here to reduce the blood vessels I have in my neck. And I had to stay home for like a month or a couple weeks. And my friends would call me, and I had all my surgeries I have to do in New York. And they cost a lot of money, and my mom my grandpa, my grandma, my aunt, and my brothers had to go through so much. To get this money so I could get surgeries and be fine, and so I could get better, and for medication and for all this stuff. And my mom had to do it all alone, and sometimes we had to ask for help because we didn't have enough money. We were living in this two apartment house, two apartment with my grandma, my grandpa, my aunt, all of us in 2 rooms, and my mom in the garage. And with whoever she was, even though they weren't my dad, they would help because they loved me, and my dad was never there. He never asked how I was. He just called me like, "How are you?" And then be like, "I'm fine, we're out of the doctor." And he'd be like, "Okay," but he never would be like, "What do you need? Do you need money? Do you need me?" It would never be like that. It was always like my grandpa and whoever my mom was with, they were the only ones that would actually care and help me get through this. In 11th grade, I I got stared at because some kid was vaping next to me in class, and I told the teacher because of my condition, I can't take the smell of vaping. I can't smell any of those things because they're bad for me. I just can't. So I felt bad that I know I shouldn't have told him because people will get mad at me for telling on someone who was smoking in class. So I told the teacher, and someone heard me, and they told the whole class that I was the one that told on them, and they just got the rape taken away, and everyone would just be like, why are you telling on some kid who's vaping? Like, you shouldn't care, but I should care because I'm worried for my health. I don't want to be smelling some kid who's vaping. So I literally cried for weeks to my mom, or in the bathroom by myself, not wanting to go to school because I was so scared of everyone staring at me, blaming me for everything, bullying me for all these stuff. And there was the point where I used to feel sick to my stomach, where I'd vomit all my food, and I just couldn't go to school, and I would go to the hospital, and I just wouldn't want to go back to school. I cried in the principal's office that I wanted to switch schools or stay homeschooled. And in 12th grade happened, and my whole life, the whole bullying ended until the 12th grade. I mean, I still get stared at, I still get laughed at, but I get bullied on in social media, but I honestly don't care anymore. I don't care what it hurts sometimes, but I just don't care because I don't know who they are. You shouldn't be judging a person for how they were born. Especially if the people, you should only care about the people you have around, your friends, your family, people who support you, you should love. So in 12th grade, I was happy starting 12th grade. I had my crush in my class. I sat next to him. My friend was in my class. I had fun. I would walk to school every day. I would want to go to school just to see my friends, have fun, do all those things until it was taken away because of Corona. And then now I was homeschooled, graduated, walked, but that was all for nothing. I didn't even get to say bye to my friends. But still, through all this, I'm still a little bit insecure about my face, because who wouldn't be? Like, I know I'm not perfect or look like everyone else, but a human is a human, right? I have feelings, I have emotions, I have a body, I have family, I have blood, I have everything a person should have, right? So why should you judge a person based on their face? I'm sorry for crying. I have never talked about this in my life. I don't talk about my emotions or pain, and so I guess what you should learn about this video about is that you should never judge a person how they look like or how they were born, because you don't know. In my whole life, I've only had like two friends who didn't judge me, and I made a new friend who I first thought it was a random person, but I guess now we're friends. But they didn't judge me how I look like or anything. They treat me like a normal person. So now I guess I have another friend. But you shouldn't judge people by how they look like. And who knows, I may still need surgeries in the future, but for now I think I'm fine. And also, what affected me also is my mouth. I don't have my adult teeth yet, but I bleed sometimes. I have to take medication. I get tired sometimes and my back hurts, like all this stuff. But this is my story. I was born with vascular malformation, and all you can do is accept it, because this lady told us a story that when she was young, she has the same thing as me. by the way. She got bullied by some guy all the time, and when they got older, they got married. He said he would only bully her because he liked the girl. So I learned that even if you were born differently, you're the same as human. I'm a gullible person. My personality is I'm a gullible person. I trust whoever, no matter what you've done to me, I will still trust you no matter what. And I shouldn't do that. I'm the type of person who, if you're sad, something's happening to you, I would cry for you. I would feel bad for you. I would cry and I would make you feel happy, loved. Know that I'm there. Even if I'm sad, I will try to make you feel happy. And by making you happy, it'll make me happy. So say it. This is my story. Thank you for listening. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, I've never had a boyfriend. My first kiss or my first dance or date or anything like that, for the reason that I look like this. So that's why all the guys are like, never liked me back. But it's alright, you know? One day you'll meet that one person who'll like you for you instead of how you look like. And like your parents, and talk to your parents and like siblings. And one day that will happen, I guess. But yeah, so haven't had none of those things in my life before, if you know what I mean. I've only been in the talking stage. I think that's what you call it. Nothing more. And I've been invited to a party, which I didn't go to because I'm not the type of person to be smoking, drinking, doing dirty stuff. That's not me. And I understand most guys like girls who are like that, but I'm not like that. Maybe that's why it didn't work out. But sometimes you just gotta do you and wait until it happens. And if it doesn't, then I'll just lie alone watching. Like, subscribe, and I hope you like this video. Thank you.